everyone, welcome back to this channel. If you are new to me, I'm Dr. Carmen and I make videos all about health and wellness and hormones and all of that good stuff. So if that sounds like something that you'd like to learn more about, then please consider subscribing to this channel and hit the notification bell so that you get notified whenever I post a new video. Now, one of the questions that I get asked about a lot is supplements for PCOS. Now, I did make a video with 10 supplements for Polycystic Ovarian Syndrome. You can check it out here and I'll link it in the description section below as well. But oftentimes people really want to know, like, how do I actually know that this particular supplement company or this particular supplement is going to be good for me? How do I know that it's the right dose? How do I know that it's actually going to do what it says it does? The thing is that supplements are not regulated as closely and rigorously as pharmaceutical medications are. And so sometimes it can be difficult because there seem to be supplement companies everywhere and everyone claims to be doing all the things. And so sometimes it is challenging to know whether a company is just pretending to be something that they're not, or whether they really are a very good company. Now, we dive into the topic of supplements a lot more in the PCOS Lifestyle Reset. If you click the link below, you will get a 20% discount from enrollment. But we also talk in that course about the other lifestyle areas to focus on, things like nutrition and exercise and stress management and sleep and detoxing. And so if you're interested in learning more about all of that stuff and beginning to heal your own PCOS naturally, then go ahead and check the link in the description below, because especially when it comes to supplementing, if you don't understand your underlying root causes of PCOS, it's going to be difficult to know exactly which supplements you should be considering using. So I received a question about a specific supplement company where this person wanted to know, is this company a good company and should I consider buying this supplement? Because this person was obviously looking at this company and considering buying it, but they really weren't sure what to look for and how to know whether that company was actually a good company or not. And so instead of just saying yes or no, I basically wanted to shoot this video because I know that there are a lot more of you out there who want to know the same answer to this question. So I'm just going to run you through essentially the 4 things that I look at whenever I'm looking at a supplement company to know whether it's worthwhile giving that company a shot or not. So if you want to learn more about how to actually do your research and investigate companies and supplements before you actually make a purchase, then stay tuned. Hey, so we're behind my computer screen and I just want to show you and go through with you the process that I use to be able to determine whether a supplement company is good or not. And so this is the supplement company that I was sent. This is that PCOS Life _SA on Instagram. And so I just followed the link in their bio and it brought me to their PCOS shop. And if you have a look here, there are 5 supplements that this particular company sells. And so the supplement that I'm really going to focus on today is the inositol supplement. So if you did watch the 10 supplements for PCOS, you would have learned a little bit more about inositol. Inositol is fantastic for reducing insulin resistance. It helps to improve fertility because it improves egg quality. It also can help with weight loss. So it's a fantastic supplement for PCOS. But it is important to know a few things about inositol when you are supplementing. So I'm going to focus on this inositol supplement just because it illustrates a lot of the points that I want to go through. So essentially, like I said, there are 4 things that I look for and pay attention to. And the first thing is, what is in the supplement? So I want to know exactly what is inside the supplement. Now, this is important not only for supplements. It's important for your food that you're eating, for the skincare products that you're putting on your skin, the products that you're using to clean your home. You know, it's important to read the labels. And so that's really the first point that I want to share with you, is that it's important to read the label. Now, if you read this label, you can just off the bat see that it contains 5 different things. It has vitamin D, folate, zinc, chromium, and inositol. Now, just, first impressions, that is a fantastic mix of supplements. I really like what I see, but it is important for us to investigate a little bit further so that we know exactly that this supplement is going to be helpful for supporting PCOS healing. So the first thing is what is in the supplement. The second thing is the contents, or are the contents of the supplement in the appropriate form for things like absorption and effect. right? So for example, vitamin D, we know that there are two types of vitamin D, essentially vitamin D2 and vitamin D3. And so it's important to know whether this supplement has vitamin D3 in it, because D3 is far more bioavailable and it's much easier for your body to convert it and to use it as needed. So if you look at this label, you can see that it has cholecalciferol, which is vitamin D3. So if you weren't sure, you could always, sometimes supplements will say vitamin D3 on it, but if you're not sure, it's important for you to, if you see something on the supplement that you don't recognize the name, you don't know what it is, just quickly head to Google, type it in, and do your research, right? So if you didn't know that cholecalciferol is vitamin D3, a simple Google search would have solved that for you. Next, it contains folate, and it's important to note here that this supplement contains 5-methyl tetrahydrofolate. And that is important because there are some people who actually cannot convert folate in the body. And so this type of folate is also more bioavailable, and so you must know when you're looking for folate that you need to be looking for this form of folate, okay? It's also important to note that it's not folic acid that is in this supplement, which is an important thing to look out for, because folic acid is the synthetic type of folate, and really we don't want to be having synthetic supplements. We don't really want to be taking synthetic stuff, right? So the next thing that it has is zinc, and it's in the form of zinc citrate, and then it has chromium, and then it also has inositol. Now it's important to note here that this supplement does include two types of inositol. It has myoinositol and dichloroinositol. And so it is important that we look at the fact that the supplement actually does contain both types, because we actually do need both types. It's also important to note whether it is in the appropriate ratio. So that brings me to the next thing that I look at, which is the dosing. So since we're focusing on inositol for the moment, it's important to note here that it says that it contains 2,000 milligrams of myoinositol and 50 milligrams of dichloroinositol. And so what we're really looking for is a ratio of 40:1, because that is the ratio of inositol in our bodies that is optimal for our physiology. And so simply if you divide 2,000 by 50, you will get a ratio of 40:1. And so that is an important thing to kind of tick off as well, to make sure that the supplement is actually in the appropriate ratio. And so sometimes what I like to do is keep this supplement chart handy, because I like to refer back and forth to make sure that the dosing is correct. Now sometimes supplement companies will add great ingredients or great components into their supplement, but they will be in the wrong dose. And so that's actually not going to help you if it's like minuscule doses of a particular supplement. And so you want to make sure that you are actually getting a supplement that has the appropriate dosage in it. And so if we look at vitamin D, right, so remember we said that it is vitamin D3, which is important. And then if you look at the dosage there, it's got 50 micrograms of vitamin D. So if I scroll to my vitamin D, I'll see here that the recommended dose is between 1,000 and 4,000 international units daily. Now this is in micrograms in the supplement, but on my supplement chart I've got it as international units, or IUs. So it's actually really simple to figure this out. Again, a simple Google search. If you were to Google conversion micrograms or mcg to IU of vitamin D, then you'll see it right here that 1 international unit is equal to 0.025 micrograms. So then it becomes really easy to know how much vitamin D is in the supplement, because what you would do is you would say 50 divided by 0.025. 50 divided by 0.025 is 2,000 international units, which is a perfect dose. Okay, so that's an easy way to kind of, if you see a unit of measure on the supplement that doesn't correspond to what you're used to, it's easy to just Google search conversion, this to that, and then you can quickly calculate how much is actually in that supplement. Now moving on to folate. Remember earlier we said that it's important to make sure that the supplement has the correct form of folate. But now moving on to the dose. So it's recommended to take about 200 micrograms of methylfolate daily, and we can see on this supplement that it has actually 400, which is double the dose of folate. Now, commonly the issue is that supplements don't actually contain enough of the supplement, and so in this case, the folate dose is fantastic. Okay, so now moving on to zinc, we can see that it does appear on our supplement chart and that 10 milligrams of zinc bisglycinate is recommended. And this supplement actually contains 15 milligrams, and it is zinc citrate, which is perfectly fine as well. Then the chromium dose in the supplement is 1,000 micrograms of chromium. We know that at least 400 micrograms of chromium is a recommended dose, so that is great. And then if we look at the inositol, remember we said that we want a ratio of 40:1, which we can tick that box. And so we can see here that the recommended dose for inositol is 2,000 milligrams, which this supplement actually does have. Okay, so now we've been through what is in the supplement, making sure that we know exactly what is inside there as well as what form is contained inside the supplement. The second thing was the dosage, which we have reviewed while using our supplement chart. The next thing to note is who actually makes this particular supplement. So I always like to do some research into the company that is actually producing the supplement. And I look at a few things. Namely, I look at who is the company? Do they have a track record? How long have they been in existence? As well as what is their ethos? So when it comes to putting supplements together, it's important to know how are people or companies thinking about what they're including. And just by looking at this particular supplement, we know that they have put in a lot of effort with regards to making sure that the ratio is correct, making sure that the combination of supplements is going to be helpful for polycystic ovarian syndrome. And so it is important when we're looking at the particular supplement company that we do our research. And so I did reach out to that PCOS Life SA because I was curious to note that if you can see here, it's got that the supplement is actually passed through certain criteria when it comes to the checks that they've been through, etc. Right? So there's claimed to be GMO-free, vegan, that they've been through GMP, and so I was curious to know, because this supplement is being sold in South Africa, I was curious to know what the parent company is. And so I reached out to that PCOS Live and I got some information about the parent company. And so it's always important to know, like, when a company or like a reseller is open about sharing information with you, and when it's easy to research the company and to find out information, that's actually also a great sign, because you want to make sure that everything that's being done is above board and that you actually are able to find out important information, and that there's no barriers and secrecy and people just kind of shutting the door in your face kind of vibes, right? So that is an important thing to note as well. Okay, and so what I did next was I researched the parent company, because VitaCheck is the actual parent company that is supplying that PCOS Life and their shop. And so if you just go and do a search, you'll be able to find out some information about this company, and it is important to note things like the quality of the supplement, right? They make note here on their website that they have gone through all kinds of certification. Their facility is certified, that they follow strict CGMP guidelines, and that importantly, they note here that they work with medical and naturopathic doctors to formulate their supplements. And so when you look at all this information and really the fact that they are trying to make sure that the supplement that they're putting out there is actually going to help you, you can tell if you get a good vibe from a company, or if it's just like marketing and they're not putting enough thought or care into the production of their supplements. So very important here is that they do note all these seals on their supplement packaging as well. So that is important. Okay, so the final thing that I look for when I am researching a company is what else is inside that supplement. So oftentimes inside a supplement you'll get things like fillers and proprietary blends and flavorants and colorants and all kinds of things that are added into supplements, binders and things that actually will bulk up a capsule or a tablet that are not necessarily that good for you. Also, preservatives in some instances can also be more harmful than they are good for you. And then another thing is that some supplements also contain things like gluten in them, which obviously in PCOS is something that we need to be paying attention to. So it's important for you to know, is the supplement gluten-free? Is it dairy-free? Does it contain any like blends, proprietary blends, and things that they're not really telling you about, or things that they're trying to hide and they don't actually explain on the supplement label. And so if you look at the other ingredients, it's important to pay attention here, because this is often the place where companies like to slide in a lot of other stuff that they don't really want you to be focusing on. And so under their other ingredients, they've got organic brown rice powder, vegetable cellulose, which is a type of fiber or starch. That's really what the capsule is made of, as well as organic rice extract blend. So you can see here, there's no gluten, there's no dairy, there's no fillers, there's nothing else in this supplement that you really don't want to be taking in. Remember that sometimes supplements can be filled with junk, and you really don't want to be putting that in your body at the same time as trying to supplement and support your healing. So I hope that this video demystifies the whole shopping for supplements experience for you. If you found this video helpful, then please go ahead and like it, and don't forget to subscribe to this channel and hit the notification bell so that you get notified whenever I post new content. And so if you would like to learn more about healing PCOS, the PCOS Lifestyle Reset is a 6-week program that walks you through and guides you through the 6 areas of lifestyle that you can focus on to heal your PCOS symptoms naturally. So go ahead and check out the link in the description box below and join me inside the PCOS Reset. So if you found this video helpful, go ahead and watch these 2 videos next, and I will see you next time. Until then, take care of yourself. Bye.